All right, welcome to another short video. We're going to go over two cards. One of them I play a decent amount, and it's like a very particular card that you use now and again. And the other one, I think I've played once, and I don't like the card, right? These are both going to be core box cards. I'm really curious about the one card to see if other people have played it and have enjoyed it, or maybe I'm missing something. Like there's a good way to use it. I don't really know. But the last video we were very positive about the cards and like, yeah, I use these cards all the time and they're really great. This one is going to be maybe a little more nuanced. Now, before we dive into it, really quick, again, if you have not listened to the new Shadow of the Cast podcast, make sure you do. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to Villain Theory and Nelson for inviting me on and talking a bit about me. We talked a bit about me. We talked about Nemesis sets. We talked about the future of the game with Shadow of the Past and all that fun stuff. It was a really cool thing to be a part of. However you listen to your podcast, you can listen to it there. I will link this video down in the description so you can check it out. But big shout out to them once again for inviting me on. It was a lot of fun. So make sure you give it a listen so that, we can trick them, and that if there's enough listens, they're like, oh, we have to bring D20 back. And then I just slide in there all the time. So anyway, make sure to listen to that. So really quick, Interrogation Room. I think I used it once. It's a weird card to me, and I feel like I haven't seen any good decks really utilize this, and that's why I'm kind of turning to you all to see if I'm missing something. So Interrogation Room is a justice card, 1 cost support, max 1 per player. After you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room, remove 1 threat from a scheme. And this feels like a very maybe more multiplayer card, because again, if I'm dealing with a lot of minions, I'm probably going with aggression anyway, because there's better ways to remove threat. And if it's only a few minions, I'm going to be taking out the entire game. Like, it's not really worth playing Interrogation Room, I feel like. So it's a card where I like the idea of it. It's cool. I wish it would have been just defeat an enemy, right? Not necessarily a minion. This way, I could also use it for the villain on the flip, right? After defeat stage 1, going to stage 2, or stage 2 to stage 3. I feel like it would have had a little more use then, and maybe I would have played this card a bit more. But yeah, it's one of those cards that I don't know. Like, as a Justice player, I'm probably not playing Justice that much if it's a minion heavy deck, realistically. And maybe that's something worth trying to do, but then I can only play one. So it's like you have to space out your minions. Like, if you had a round where you defeated 2 minions in one round or one phase or whatever, then it's just like, well, I don't know. Like, you can only put one of these cards out there anyway, so what's the point? I don't know. It's a very weird thing. It's very, very weird. I'm not a big fan of this card. And again, I like the idea behind it. And maybe for multiplayer it works a bit better in the sense that, like, okay, the aggression player like weakened a bunch of them, but you can come in and, like, do some couple ping damage here and there and be able to, like, trigger this each round or something. Maybe it's better then, but even then, like, that's not really what you want your Justice player doing. So I don't know. To me, this is just a very weird card. And I never fully, I guess, got it, is the best way to put it. So let me know your thoughts about this card down below. Now, a card that I do like a lot from the core set is Relentless Assault. And maybe I like it a little too much. But it's a 2-cost event, attack event. Deal 5 damage to a minion. If you pay for this card using a fist resource, this attack gains overkill. I actually like this card a fair amount. 2 for 5, I think, is not a bad like ratio split. And strength resources, fist resources, you probably have a lot of them in your deck anyway for aggression, so this just makes sense. And especially early on, right? Now that the minions have gotten a bit tougher and they have more life, this card doesn't make as much sense, but especially early on with something like a Zola, right? I'm thinking of Zola, where he has Retaliate, and if you weaken his minions, so they only have 1 life left, and you play Relentless Assault and it attacks overkills onto Zola, right? You're not getting retaliated by that because you didn't attack Zola, you attacked the minion and the overkill happened. So, you do the 1 damage to the minion, knock him out, and it's 4 damage on the Zola, and you don't get retaliated. Like, stuff like that I think is really cool with this. You do this with Ultron, right? There's a drone out. Okay, do the 1 damage to the drone, you're doing 4 damage to Ultron. And be able to, like, pop that again over and over, I think is really powerful and beneficial. So it's stuff like that I think with Relentless Assault that I've always liked. Now, I've seen people make the argument this card has less use nowadays, because minions do really have like 4 life now or 5 life. Like, the life curve has gone up, which is good, right? I'm not complaining, but it makes cards like this a little more Useless. Unless you plan it where you're dealing damage with something else, or you're doing a basic attack so that, okay, the 4 life minion now only has 2 life because you swing for 2, and then yeah, it overkills for 3. Like you can still make it work. It feels like it's not as easy as it once was. So I kind of want to know your thoughts about this. Like I said, I want to know your thoughts about Relentless Assault and Interrogation Room. Relentless Assault, was it a card you ever played? Because, like, again, this was a card I played a fair amount back in the day. I maybe play less of a little bit, but I still find ways to incorporate it, and still I think it makes sense. Interrogation Room, though, I still can't figure out to this day. All right, so thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. I really appreciate it. I enjoy these little quick bite videos. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about Interrogation Room, about Relentless Assault, all that fun stuff. And do me a huge favor. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. We are about to close in at 5,000 subscribers, which is bonkers to me. I chart out my goals for content creation, like where I want to hit certain milestones. And like 5,000 was like my April, May goal, and we're probably going to hit that in February, which is bonkers, right? The challenge growing like crazy. So I know there's a lot of you, I think it's like 40% of you watch these videos but don't hit the subscribe button, so make sure you do. Like I said, it really helps with the channel. There's all sorts of links down below that can get you discounts on things or different things. Like they're usually affiliate links. Make sure to check them out, because all that stuff really helps the channel. And yeah, we will do some more of these card videos because I've really enjoyed them. I think we only have a handful more left of the core box I really want to touch on, and then we'll keep doing the hero packs. I know we did Captain America once, but we'll start going through some of the hero pack cards and maybe catching up a bit. But anyway, appreciate you taking time to watch these videos, and I will see you all next time.